Hey everybody, this is Novision, and today I will be showing you how to host with Momentum and the Reboot Launcher. So first thing you want to do is you want to join the Discord link in the description, and when you come straight to here, and you want to download all of this stuff. Don't worry about the Discord developer portal right now, just open that up in another tab. So once you install all of these files, if you do not feel safe downloading Radmin VPN directly as an exe from my link, you can type in Radmin VPN right here. And it's just radmin-vpn.com, and you download right here. I recommend just getting it from my server though, just for simplicity. So once you do that, you want to install all of them. So you would just run them, next, install, whatever. You want to do all that, and you don't have to do anything else, just install them. Radmin comes pre-installed once you launch it, so you just open it, and then you'll get a GUI similar to this. This number will be important, so just keep this somewhere for now on your screen. And then you want to download Reboot, MongoDB, MongoDB Atlas, Node.js. This one is very important. Make sure you download Node.js from the link right here, because that is how you will be setting up Momentum. Then you want to come here to this GitHub right here. You want to open that right here, and that'll bring you to Momentum. Then you want to hit code, download zip. I've already downloaded the zip for you guys, so we're not going to worry about that. Then you want to come here, and preferably you have 7-zip installed because it's better than WinRAR and you don't get ads for buying it. And you just want to hit extract files or extract here, either one doesn't matter. If you hit extract files, you get another folder called Momentum Main inside the Momentum Main folder. If you do extract here, it's just the one folder. So I recommend doing extract here, but I accidentally did extract files beforehand, but I wouldn't worry about it. So then what you want to do is, after installing Node.js successfully, you want to double click this install packages.bat. Let it load. It should look like this. If it doesn't, reinstall Node.js. Very important that you do that. Just let this cook for a minute. And once that's done, just press a key. Now that you've done that, rename the .env.example found in the Momentum main folder to just .env. Very important, because the file will not be read if it's not called .env. Once you do that, you can open it up. And first things first, copy this address right here and launch MongoDB Compass. Once you do that, you want to make a new connection, such as this, and replace that with this thing right here. Then hit save and connect. I will not be doing that since I already have this. Then what you want to do is you want to come down to here, just put Momentum or anything else, whatever. Let's say you're calling your thing Project 0 Point. You can name the backend 0 Point or Project 0 Point or P 0 Point, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Then for here, where it says game servers, you want to just remove all of that, and you want to go to Radmin, which you just installed earlier. Whatever IP it is right here, which you get this IP, after you do that, you want to do create network, make a network name, and a password. These are important because that's what you want to give your friends so they can join your Fortnite. Then you want to copy this number right here, and then you can just close that. You don't need it, because it will stay open in the background. Then you copy and paste this, and then type in colon, which is the 2 periods stacked on top of each other, 7777. Once you've done that, you want to set allow reboot, keep it true, or you can set it to false. All this does is make it to where when you're hosting, if you don't host with an already made account, it'll make a reboot bot account. And then this link secret, you can ask Zatax or Zedix, however you say his name, in the Momentum server, and he will give you a key. I would not worry about a shop API key. That doesn't really matter if you're just trying to play the game, especially since you can just use commands to give people skins and cosmetics when they want them. Then, this matchmaker IP, you want to keep this as is, and this will make it to where when you press ready, it'll just put you in game. Then you want to change this port to 3551. That is very important, because that is what Reboot uses by default. Then, you want to come to the Discord developer portal, and you want to make a new application. I've already made this one right here. So you make a new application, name it whatever you want, and then you want to come to OAuth 2, and you want to give it scope. You want to set the it'll start off as none. You want to set it to in-app authorizations, scopes, bot, administrator. Very important, your account on Discord has to be set up with 2FA for this to work. If you do not, it will not work. Then you would hit apply changes down here if it would pop back up, but I already have it like this, so it's not going to. Then you want to come to the bot tab, and you want to hit reset token. What this will do is this is why you need 2FA. So you get your 2FA token correct, and then once you've done that, it'll generate a new token for you to copy over, and you'll paste that into the .env. So I'll get this, go back to the .env, and paste it right here. Then you can just hit the X and save, and you're done with that file for now. Now that you've done that, all you have to do is go to reboot. I will go to my reboot, and I will, okay, I take it that is not all you have to do. Once you do that, you then want to run start.bat. If start.bat works correctly and your backend is set up, your MongoDB is set up correctly, it'll look like this when it's done. You should get no errors, and it'll just look like this: backend connected to MongoDB. And if you get the numbers from Zatax, there won't be any errors here. If you don't get the numbers, don't worry about it. All it means is that you have to type in a command to join instead of using Zatax's numbers. Not a big deal. I'll show you guys how to do that, since most of you guys will be using that until Zatax gives you the numbers. So don't worry about that. Anyway, don't close that. I'm closing it because I'm using another version, so I can use my bot and not the tutorial bot. So I will go to my Fortnite reboot folder, Momentum Backend, and start.bat. And then this will work properly. You then want to go to Fortnite reboot, and you want to run it as an administrator. Very important. You can install Reboot from the official Reboot Discord. And then, now that you have this open, you can minimize this, and then go back to Discord. You want to come to OAuth 2, URL generator, set it to bot, administrator, copy. Once you do that, you don't need to come back to this page. You can copy and paste the link right there, enter, and this will allow you to invite it to any server you want. Invite it to the Discord server you made specifically for hosting Fortnite. Once you've done that, we can go back to here, come back to your server, and you generally I would recommend making a bot commands channel, just so nobody spams the commands here. You would then come here and type in /register, and type in any username you want. Thick Latina sounds pretty good to me. You then can use any email you want. Doesn't have to be a real one, just whatever the game's going to use to log in. So that'll work. And password, whatever you want. So that'll be my password. And then you hit enter, and this will be encrypted, so you won't be able to see other people's passwords. You'll only be able to see the email that they use, which is why I recommend not using your real email. And then you'll be able to see their username. But this part will be encrypted, and you do not get the decryption keys, so you can't decrypt their password. That's why I also recommend not using a password that you use on everything else, just in case you did manage to find a way to decrypt other people's passwords. Then, once you do /register, assuming you want skins to work, you want to type in /add all, and then your username. My username is An1Prism, so that is what I type in, and then I press enter. Now that I've done that, you come to reboot, and then you type it in. I'm going to use the account I already made and not the one that I just made as an example. And I recommend making 2 accounts and making both accounts join your server. That way one account can host and another account can join. So what you want to do is you want to take the first account that you're not going to be playing on, just the account that you're going to be hosting on, and you're going to set the matchmaking host to the number that you get from Radmin, right here, and then :7777, just like we did in the .env. Then you want to come to the back end and set it to local. If people are joining you, they want to set it to remote, and set it to this number right here for the host, and then 3551 for the port. You then want to hit Start Backend while it's local. If you're hosting, you want to set it to local and hit Check Backend. Local server works correctly. If it doesn't, then you set up something wrong in the .env, and you might want to rewatch a prior section of this tutorial. You then want to click Start Hosting. Again, the username slot is the email that you used, not the username you made. The password is the password you used. You would then hit Host, Start Hosting, And very important information is right here, a prompt will come up, and then the headless server will launch. When the headless server launches, you get about 5 seconds to mess with the headless GUI before it goes into the in-game GUI. So I will show you guys how to avoid that and how to extend the timer. That way you can choose if you want to watch a live event or play late game, which is essentially Zone Wars. This will also allow you to change things like infinite ammo, infinite materials, and glider redeploy and respawning. Just give it a couple more seconds and it'll finish loading shortly. Okay, as you can see, that worked. And this right here, you see this timer? It's going down. You want to just click and drag all the way to the right. Now I have a little over 90 seconds to configure this, and if you run out, you can drag it again until you need to load. I personally don't like this method, however, I'm not the developer of Reboot, so I cannot control this. To enable skins in game, you want to uncheck mark this no MCP option and only keep enable AGIDs. Enabling AGIDs is how weapons and loot pools work, to my knowledge. So don't mess with that, you don't have a reason to. If you want to play an event, you just click play event. If you want to do late game, just click late game. I'm going to enable infinite materials and infinite ammo, just so I can show you the event, just so you guys know how it works. So then, when you're ready to start, just drag this to the end, let it start, you'll see this flicker, and you'll get some new options up here. Then, what you want to do is you want to come back to the play tab, and change the email out for the email that you want to use to actually play the game and not to host. I use the same password for both, so I don't have to change anything else other than the email. You would then click Launch Fortnite. Then you wait for it to load. And the reason you use a second account is because if you use the same account for both, it will interfere with the server and no one else will be able to join. Nobody else has to make 2 accounts, only the person hosting. And even still, you don't technically have to. You could technically not fill in the login information, start hosting first, and then log in once in game, but using 2 accounts makes it faster overall. So as you see, it'll say logging in to Momentum. If you don't put in the email as the username and the password in the password slot, then it would force you to go through the prompt there, and it would take a lot longer to get into the lobby. So that's why I recommend using 2 accounts. But then, it does not matter what game mode you pick, so just to prove it, I'll pick trios, and then we'll be playing 50 versus 50 to watch the event. It would just say ready up. So now I'm going to show you guys the command that you guys will type in lobby to join the match. I pressed play because I got my numbers from Zatax, so I don't have to type in the command, and neither does anybody else. What you guys would do is press the... If you're on a 60% keyboard, you hold F in and press escape. If you're not on a 60% keyboard, it is the... It's like an apostrophe but backwards. If you look in the... If you look... I said if you look... Okay, I can't type it in-game, but just to show you guys, I'll go to Discord, and I will type it right here. Type it right here. This key right here. That is the key press that you want to do to open up the console. You then type in open, and the numbers that you not those. And you would type in the numbers that Radman gives you. So paste those, and then colon 7777. That'll put you into the game. Anyways, we're going to close the console. And before you watch the event, I believe I may have forgotten a step earlier. I may have not, though. So what you want to do for setting up the ENV, which we'll check real quick. I don't think I forgot, but I'm just making sure because I do not want to teach you guys how to do it the wrong way. So you'll come to your .env. Okay, no, I showed you. So the bot token, that's what I was going to show you. But I already did that, guys, so you do not have to worry about that. I made sure to show you. You then want to come to Project Reboot, start bus countdown. That is how you start the game. And then you just wait. And as you guys can see, I loaded into trios, but I'm in 50v50 because that is what the live event uses. And if you're not hosting a live event, by default it'll host solos. And that is the one thing that I'm currently unaware of how to do, is to host anything else. But what I am aware of is that Project Reboot does not support party systems right now. So there's no point to host duos or squads or trios because parties do not work. However, adding people does. However, they will not appear online. They will always appear offline, and the option will be blocked. As the host for your server, you can give other people cosmetics by typing in /add_all in Discord, and then their username, which is how you gave yourself skins just like you want. We are going to fly over to 0 point because that is a good viewing angle for the live event. Actually, we're just going to build up here, and I'm going to stand on a platform. Alright, and as you guys can see, it's materials in the pregame. I don't have to do anything else. I can just keep building even though I only have 10 mats. Don't mind my slow build speeds, I typically play with on release. Alright, so now that we got that, we can go to reboot, hit event, start the end. As you'll see, the lighting will change and the storm will draw back. And now we just wait for the event. I'm going to mute my mic so you guys can enjoy this event to the fullest of your abilities. And that marks the end of the tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you guys have fun playing Fortnite when it's Alright, I'll see you guys later.